I wanted to ask first of all about Stephen and looking back at his legacy on the doc, because I just found it so emotional watching it. So I wanted for you and for everyone else on the panel, what was that like to look back?
Yeah, it's been a tough watch every time. I've watched it multiple times, and every time I'm a mess. But Stephen's story had to be told, and I'm delighted that we got to do this, to honor him like he is honored in this film. This is his legacy. This is his story. It's incredible, but it's heartbreaking that he's not here, that he's not part of it. He's obviously part of it, but he's not here to celebrate it. And he at 33 years of age, he had just found, he'd become comfortable in his own skin, and he was a bright shining star, and he was ready to take on anything. And that's the kind of the injustice of it all. It's very tough. So to celebrate his life and for everybody to see the character that he truly was, it's beautiful to watch.
I feel like the documentary really did well in showing how he paved the way for queer people in the music industry.
It's true. Like, he was the first, out there, a pioneer. And my God, I mean, we were so caught up in the whole thing that we didn't even get to realize that at the time. But when you look back on it years later, you realize what he did for all those other guys and girls that were, having to hide behind different characters, and the real people that they were, they were scared, and Stephen was there to guide them and to help them through that. And if he can do it, anyone can, that I can do it too, that kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, wow, that will live forever.
Well, I think they've portrayed Stephen great in the documentary. They've been very respectful to him, and it gives us something now that we can always look at to remind us if we ever forget, which we won't. But it was such a special time in all of our lives, and the thing that we're most grateful for is that when we did get back together at the end of 2007 into 2008. And it was the first time we were all together in just over 7 years. And it was just amazing how we all gelled again. And that's when we were offered a tour. You boys were on TV, it went down really well. Do you fancy going back on the road? And we said yes. And now, we didn't know at the time, but looking back now, those 2 years, 2008 and 2009, were incredible years, because it gave us the opportunity to go back and do what we did in the 90s as more mature and grown up guys. Some of us. We didn't realise how important that time was going to be, because ultimately Stephen passed away in the October 2009, and if we had never have got back together, it would have been lost. It would have been a huge void in our lives. The memories that we made in 2008, 2009 are amazing. The performances that we did together in that time were phenomenal. And like I said, we didn't realise at the time how important that time was. And it gave us the ability to make new memories and have a more solidated friendship with each other, and obviously with Stephen.